Greetings, people of the world! Matthew back with you here in Overall Autism for the continuation of Let's Play Final Fantasy XIV, A Realm Reborn. It is day 62 of 75 for EDSS here in the Realm Reborn, and yesterday we continued on our journey in getting the various tasks completed for the people here at Camp Dragonhead, and now that we've reached experience level 38, a whole new set of challenges has been made available to us. But there's still a level 37 that we can take at this time, and so we're going to take it from Arthuriu. So, Arthuriu has a level 30 challenge entitled Dark and Stormy Night. Arthuriu is eager to ask a service on a cold and windy night, which is apropos considering what time of it is and how cold and windy and snowy it is right now. And might advise, you should probably change it out of that chainmail, because there's no doubt that metal is going to stick to your flesh. Truth is, I used to be galled when I pulled fire duty, but I've come to thank me lucky stars. In Calthus, dull and warm beats dull and cold any time. I have no complaints about the warmth, to be certain. We are short-handed here though, so to dim our lights have grown. 'Tis no wonder our patrol mistook the wisps for the stronghold. The north wind blows hard tonight. Will you patrol the braziers and light those that are dark? Ugh, listen to that shriek! Sometimes I swear that the very clams have declared war against us. Here, take this bit of live coal to light the braziers with. Now, usually when you're talking about a brazier, it's an article of women's clothing from back in the day. But, yeah, it can also be used to be defined in a number of other ways as well. So let's see if we can go around and find the braziers that they were requiring us to light, because, yeah, they're kind of scattered all over the place. Maybe if we go out and get a good vantage point, we might be able to see where some of them are, maybe. Vision's kind of obscured by the stones here. But we're going to do everything we can to help Arthuriu here with the task he has. Is that... No, that's... Okay, for some reason I thought I saw something glowing, but no, that's not what it is. So yeah, we just have to basically look around to see if we can find the smoldering coals that he needs us to reignite. And for some reason I thought they were going to be all on the perimeter, but it doesn't look like they are. Maybe they are, but it's really hard to tell. No, it doesn't look like they are, because yeah, I see on that brazier two of them right over here. Yeah, I don't think I've ever taken on this challenge before, so let's go ahead and use the smoldering coal. So there's one. And then here's number two. Let's search around. Okay, I think I see two more. So let's go ahead and get these two as well. So here's number three. As a trio of knife-wielding warriors prepared to go into battle, along with a fellow lancer holding a halberd. Alright, now you. So then where's number 5? Okay, there's number 5 over there. Behind the Chocobo Keep. So, yeah, that's fine. And it's right out here on the perimeter of the fortress. And so, there's our 5. So, let's go back to Arthuriu. Put a little spring in my step while we're at it. So, run back up the stairs. You know, if there's one thing that Edie and any adventurer is really good at here in the Realm Reborn, it's the fact that they can run up a flight of stairs as proficiently as Rocky Balboa can. Yeah, because that's of course the most iconic scene of the early Rocky movies is Rocky running up the steps of the Art Museum of Philadelphia, and I actually have been there before a few years ago. Right, Arthuriu. Hold on. Come closer to the fire, your mocking a matte blue. It gladdens my heart to know that all the braziers are lit tonight, giving freely of their light and warmth. Yes, dull and warm of some import, and as I've said, I've no complaints about the warmth. Not a one. So, that's done. So that's it, I believe, for the 37s. Now we can start taking on the 38s. So, since two of them popped up here where Horshaphant is, let's go ahead and speak to his associates and take their respective challenges. So, Here's a level 38 challenge entitled Sebastian versus the Ogre. Not all knights are indifferent to the plight of the common folk, and Sir Yale, one such earthbound warrior, wants a word with you. Eveshra, I hear you like a good hunt. The common folk tell me they have lost a good many of their animals to an ogre. Their petitions have come to naught, and so they come to me, and I in turn come to you. We must have needs of a decoy for this hunt, but I will not ask the folk to risk more of their livelihood. Let us use my own beloved Sebastian to lure this ogre into the open. Oh, he is my darling Caracul. A wise knight keeps her own source of wool. Yes, Sebastian has clothed me since I came to this camp and will someday feed me too, no doubt. But today you will return him to me safe and sound. Well, I hope you're right about that. So capture Sebastian with a brambleweed rope. And that's going to be the northwest of us. So, or, no, the northeast of us. So, mount my chocobo and start heading northeast. If I can remember where the exit is, because yeah, this divider in the middle. Well, I don't know what that was all about. Yeah, that was kind of weird. Yeah, suddenly I'm bucked off my chocobo. And now I'm running invisibly. Yes, suddenly I've disappeared into thin air! But yes, here's Sebastian on the edge of a little pond here. Hi, Sebastian. Let's get this brambleweed rope on you. Man, that's a tongue twister. So now we have to tether Sebastian to the decoy spot. And that's going to be to the northeast of us. And that's going to be, well, not all that far. So away we go. Away we shall go to get poor little Sebastian to be made a decoy for fighting against an evil ogre. Curse you, Shrek, for not keeping your bloodline ogres in check. Alright, coming up here to this little lookout. Sorry to do this to you, little Sebastian, but unfortunately, you are going to have to serve a deed here. Lurk out of sight and slay the Mutton Maw Ogre, so that'll be right over here. And once it comes out, then it is on. There's the ogre. Let's see if we can at the very least protect Sebastian. Ugh. Yeah, staying out of the way of your special ability, thank you. Yeah, you shall not be getting me with your special ability. I absolutely forbid it. Because now you're dead. Oops, nope, not yet, not yet. Yeah, a little too eager. So now I got to unbind Sebastian. Yeah, leave him be and he'll make his own way back. Well, at least Sebastian is a sheep and not a crab, like in The Little Mermaid. Yeah, because if that was the case, then I would have definitely had a desire to want to consume him. Because, yeah, Sebastian turns out to be quite the nuisance in The Little Mermaid. Quite the nuisance for Ariel, so much to the point where she's driven to ask for assistance from Ursula. And of course, we all know what happened as a result of that. So, back over to Camp Dragonhead. Back through the dividing line. And wondering how the heck I get my hands on a massive chocobo like that. I think that opportunity came and went though already. I think you were only able to get it in the Hatching Tide challenges during Easter. Right, Miss Yale. Ah, there you are, and let us toast to a job well done. I just finished brushing Sebastian. He will get some swash with his head tonight. Coranto spoke highly of you, and he is right, I think. There is much to be said of a man who is sworn not to a master, but to his work. With adventurers, one need only speak the end, and they devise their own means. And so, with that, this challenge is completed, and for level 38 leggings that I could have bought, I now get them for free. So let's go ahead and equip them. Yeah, my first level 38 armor. Yeah, definitely gonna be happy to have this on me. So now that that's on me, let's go ahead and take the level 32s that I just unequipped and convert them into materia. So yeah, there's a little flashlight to let you know that's exactly what happened. Alright, I don't think I have the correct colored dye right now to change them to green as of yet. I can go back to, Gridania to get something like that. Alright, Corinto, let's take your level 37 challenge. Oh, we have another 37. Alright, awesome. Level 37 challenge entitled Dead is Dead. How many ways can a man die well? Well, if Spike TV taught us anything, there are about 1,000 ways in which you cannot die well. Yes, indeed. Corinto wishes to speak to you of this and more. A world adventurer. Houseful Tone just recalled the reward on the snow wolves that harass our supply trains. These creatures are the most dangerous when young and starved, and this little fool is both. I lost 2 good men to these wolves. Had they been knights, their hunting horns would have sounded and their blood out roasted. I would see you avenge them, and the reward is a fair one. Bring back the hides, and we shall both gain what we seek. Alright, Monsieur Corinto, I can do this for you. Alright, so now... where would they be? Up to the west or up to the east? Which way would we find them? Northeast again. Northeast yet again, so off we go. Off we go to the northeast again, in order to this time slay some snow wolves. Granted, they may be pups, but nonetheless they must be defeated, out of vengeance for the people who have been slaughtered. And we don't even need to be within the perimeter to find them. We don't need to be completely in the perimeter of the red circle in order to defeat these things. So let's go ahead and beat them to a bloody pulp. Yeah, we're gonna beat the pups to a pulp, as it were. Getting pecked by my chocobo, getting speared by my lance. It looks like I gained some more bonuses. Of course, that little twinkle of light lets you know that you've reached 100% spirit bond with the piece of equipment that you're currently wearing. That allows you to convert that particular piece of equipment into materia. I don't think I had actually mentioned that yet, but if I hadn't, well, now you know. Okay, Snowwolf number 3, you're next. And yes, I know you want to sever my nerves, but let's just hope that you're not grating on mine. And so far, these things are not proving to be much of a challenge right now. Which is just as well, because the quicker I can kill them off, the better. Alright. Do I go for 2 and 1, or we go down here? I think it'll be smarter to just go down here, take the 1, and just be done with it. Yeah, here's number 4, perched right near an outlook, but I'm afraid we're gonna have to take care of you. Rather, you're perched on a lookout, not an outlook. Yeah, Outlook is the email program that Microsoft offers. Also a term used to describe long-term range forecasts with the weather. Alright, we got our 4 snow pup hides, so now make that short trip back into Camp Dragonhead on this snowy night. Well, the snowy night will soon turn over into a snowy morning, because it's not that much farther from sunrise now. And it is not something you get to see often here in Carthus. Alright, so let's go and speak with Corinto, and yeah, where did your tables go? Yeah, crazy like that. From that smug look on your face, I should say there are 4 fewer worlds in Carthus today. Join me the pets and complete your triumph. Well, here you go, good sir. These are they. You see the markings here. With these hellpops gone, all our people shall breathe easier. How near it is that we can scorn death in the maws of a ravening beast. These men died in battle as surely as any on the Dragon Pyre. When knights are thin upon the ground, it is the lowly of the house who suffer. Grooms and washers, porters and yeomen. Our house splashes with adventurers whatever is threadbare, but some of the other high houses continue to bar their gates against outlanders altogether, or treat them with such disdain that any service they accept must surely bear a taint. Honor is in how justly we treat others who serve the cause alongside us, in life and death. Out of honor flows all that makes a man of a boy, a woman of a girl. Surely when we meet alone in the afterlife, 'tis honor she judges, not pride. And so, that's done. Now let's take Koronto's next challenge, also level 37, entitled Don't Light My Fire. Sir Koronto wishes to discuss with you the latest difficulties at Dragonhead. Well, if I may, have you the inclination to undertake another commission? I would not ask if you did not look rested and refreshed. You may have heard whispers of it, but a patrol lost its way in the blizzard and wandered into the ogre's belly. Needless to say, not all of them returned alive, and the Sawbones have been carving all manner of bits of those that did. They mistook will-o-wisps for the light of the camp, and were lured to the cave. We've enough perils around us without those squeezing devils amusing themselves thus. We cannot have men gainsaying their own eyes, afraid to trust the lights they see in the distance. Will you take yourself to the ogre's belly and dispatch those wisps? So you have to take 4 of them down. So back over to Ogre's belly. Which means more poking fun at Shrek. If I can remember how many more of the lines I can remember. Yeah, can't we settle this over a pint? Yeah, can't we settle this over a pint? New plan. Whoever kills the ogre gets to take the quest. Or however that line goes. Oh, hold on. Can't we settle this over a pint? Yeah, and then he has to start beating up the knights in order to protect himself. Kinda sad that he gets thrust into a battle he didn't want to be a part of in the first place. Because he wanted those fairy tale creatures out of his swamp. What are you doing in my swamp? Well, don't look at me, I didn't invite them. So, into the cave. Let's find ourselves the necessary enemies, and it looks like someone is already fighting them. In fact, it looks like a whole group of people are fighting them as part of a fate. Which means... Oh, well, it just ended. Okay, never mind. Can I at least attack some? No. Doesn't look like I get to have any fun on this. No, they already took all of it. They took all the fun. And in between breaks, I did buy some more Geisel greens over in Gridania, so now I have a few more of them. So let's go ahead and fight off 4 will-o-wisps. Thankfully, these things aren't feral, which is fine by me, because knowing that the tourists are nearby definitely gives you concern in that regard. But here it comes anyway. Yeah, mention the tourists and it gets drawn over. You piece of crap. Ugh! I will not take your frightful roar, thank you. Alright. Now then, let's beat you up. So that you are not running interference on the responsibility that I have to take in order to protect some innocent civilians. Unfortunately, it looks like you're close to killing off my chocobo. Crap. Don't kill it. Ow! Too late. Ah. Well, we weren't able to save my chocobo in time. So, thankfully, we can just summon my chocobo right back out and resume. And this time we're gonna kill off the tourists immediately. Because you things have pissed me off already. Yeah, you made an enemy where you shouldn't have made one. And now you're gonna have to pay for it. And back off. And get in there again. Get in there again and destroy these damn tourists who took out my sweet, innocent chocobo. Now they're dead. Okay, so now then, beat up the will-o-wisps. That's actually referred to as Will-o'-the-Wisps. But nonetheless, we will beat them. Because we have to beat people to protect. People that are counting on us to ensure their safety. And since you're just so right next to me, and still wanting to get yourself killed, I will accommodate you. Yeah, it's not that hard to accommodate your request to be harmed with great torture and pain and suffering. And soon you will be dead. And now it's official. Alright, so before I do anything else, there's something that I absolutely have to do and have not been doing. And you're not it. Okay, what I want to do is switch those two. There we go. Now this will work better for me. So that I'm not... The way that they set up the buttons automatically, the skills automatically, it's kind of works against you. However, now that I have it finally corrected, now things will work more smoothly. And there we go, that's much better. Alright. So let's ride. Out we go. Let's get ourselves out of this godforsaken cave. We don't want to be in here anymore, we just want to move on and let Corentin know that we have slain the required number of will-o-wisps in order to complete this challenge. Bye, Taurus, I hope we never have to see you again. And now the sun has risen, which means it is a new day on the XIV Highlands. We'll go around the crevasse on the opposite side this time. I kind of had to deviate my attention for a second because the computer that I use to record my audio blacks out from time to time because for some reason, even though it has the ability to take a screensaver, for some reason it never accepts it. I don't know why that is, but that's insanely annoying. Okay, so now back into Camp Dragonhead, and in so doing, we will make our way back to Corentin and let him know that we've completed his latest challenge. Yeah, there are a lot of them to do. There is no shortage of tasks that need to be done. Always make it a priority to take care of them first before you take on main story. It's very important. Back so soon, and with full success! Those wisps never knew what struck them, Alweja. By alone, it is good to have something go well. Forgive my outburst, it has been a difficult week. Moon, some longer span of time. Like a siege, though none exists, and man cannot live in a constant state of unhappy strain. The success you convey back to me means a great deal. And with that taken care of, we now have dealt completely with Corentin, so looks like we can get back onto taking level 38 challenges. So looks like Eugenois over here has a challenge that we could do. So let's go ahead and take it. Has a level 38 challenge entitled Burn Before Reading. So Eugenois is looking more vexed than usual as his eyes scan the camp for a very special someone, namely you. Oh, that makes me a little nervous. I have good authority that dragons have once again been spotted around the Steel Vigil. Yet it would not serve to send knights to the area considering the entirely disgraceful hurly-burly of Lord Francel. Will you investigate the Steel Vigil in our stead? Yeah, I believe I can. Burn before reading, huh? Very well. Off we go then. Back to the northeast, or more specifically, we are going directly north. Because that's where the Steel Vigil is, and we will be making this trip a few times to come here. So, on top of that, also, there are enemies on our Lance's Guild hunting log that we can slay. And so that'll be a further benefit to us. Anything we can take, we will definitely do that. This will definitely work out in our favor. So as we go up, yeah, here's the Downy Avis. This is one of the enemies that's on our Lance's Guild hunting log, so let's go ahead and beat up a few of them. I believe you have to fight 4 of them. So, you shall be my first victim. Watch out for electric vilitation, because that will damage you. Yeah, you don't have to wait until the attack is completed, you just have to wait until it's done charging, and then once it's done charging its special ability, then you can proceed to go back into the perimeter and attack it. So now it's your turn. Okay, and I see the target area we have to go into, and it looks like a Downy Avis is protecting that as well. So let's go ahead and beat them up, because it is a good idea. Now you're almost down. And now you are. Perfect. Okay, so let's make it a point to... How many? Yes, I was right, it is 4. We have to slay 4 in order to advance. Or rather, we just have to slay 4 in order to complete that portion of a hunting log. But it is a part of a 2-part piece of a hunting log, so it doesn't end with just this. There is more to it. And I'm surprised this one did not use electric vegetation. That really surprises me. Alright, so let me get a little extra recovery. I would if I wasn't aware, if I knew where you were, unfortunately, Method Mantra. And besides, I've got my own situation here. Once breaching the perimeter, we have a dragonfly to beat up. Yeah, a giant dragonfly. And so we shall beat the crap out of you. And then proceed to obtain the almanac that was left behind. And I don't understand why this guy doesn't just simply use the auto return to wherever it is, unless where he would have had been forced to warp back to would have been a place that it's not in Kerthus. So let's pick up the almanac and go back to Yuzhenhua and give it to him. But before we do that, though, I want to make a point to kill off one more Aegis, or rather Avis, before we leave. And we might as well complete this part of the hunting log since we are here. There's no reason not to. Launch the attack. Yeah, there's electric vegetation. Yeah, we can really see that these enemies, they don't mess around anymore. If they were, they no longer are. So that part of the hunting log is down, but as I mentioned, it's part of a 2-part hunting log edition. So the other enemy we have to defeat is somewhere else in Kerthus. So away we go, back to where we need to be. So returning to Camp Dragonhead, and it looks like the situation with Method Mantra is still ongoing, that he still needs to be raised by someone. Well, it looks like the person who wanted to save him is on their way to doing that right now, because yeah, you can either do that with Raise, or the Phoenix Down, which in this particular game has really lost its luster, because you can't use it in battle. Alright, Yuzhenhua. You have some dark news. It is writ large upon your aspect. Come, speak. Well, here you go. This tome, it is notorious, forbidden by the Holy See, of course, and a frequent shortly in the Inquisitor's raids on unbelievers. If you found this in the steel vigil, it can only mean that the unbelievers infest the ruins. They must have been tasked by the Giovannians to keep watch and thwart any attempts to rebuild the vigil, traitorous to their blood. I would that they had but one black heart. My sword will pierce its rotten core and forever rid us of their kind. And so with that completion. Oh! Yes, better level 38. Well, these are for the legs, not the boots. But yes, we will indeed take these. And equip my avatar with them. So Edie gets to now be equipped with these. And so that means that what we just unequipped now gets to be converted into materia. So do what you gotta do there, Edie. Alright, that's taken care of. Now we're definitely moving it along. It looks like there's 2 more tasks that we can do here. So let's go ahead and see if we can find one. I believe one of them will be over here. In this building. Because we've already been through here before. Would it be upstairs? I imagine that's where it would likely be. Yes. Julien. Let's go ahead and speak with you. And we're going to be taking your level 38 challenge entitled Second Lives. Only Ishgard would have an actual Valley of Death, conveniently located nearby. A lady nobly born seeks an adventurer to walk in its shadow. Yeah, I can only imagine. Yeah, they're not wanting to bury anyone, so they just throw them into a crevasse, I guess. Know you a girl called Wishtrup? Sharp as claws and hard as steel, it is where those suspected of heresy are judged by the Inquisition. The guilty will fly to escape death using the power granted them by the Giovannians, and the Templar shells will put an arrow through their black hearts. The innocent will break upon the gorge floor, their purity proven. Those souls will ascend to Halon's Hall, and there await their loved ones. The one I loved was judged at Wishtrup. He went to his death with a rosary upon him. I count the crystals myself. I'd only made before he was taken. I think that may have the beads lie forgotten on the floor of that gorge. They say you have keen eyes, closed lips, and a kind heart. Will you find the rosary for my heart's succor? I do not expect all 4 beads, but please, good adventurer, as many as you can. So where we have to go? Well, she suggests 4, but we would actually require 6. And yeah, the Witch Drop Crevasse can be entered in one of 2 places, and so they want the one that's further away from where we are. Stupid quest. Yeah, make us go where it's further, not where it's closer. Anyway, back on the Chocobo. Back on the Chocobo to complete more tasks. So yeah, we got to find 6 of these little beads of rosary. And try and figure out if they're all in the same area or if they're scattered throughout. What would be advantageous to us is if I could find a specific spot in which to drop into. Yes, this'll do. And now we have to run all the way down, run the line all the way down into the crevasse. Alright, so yeah, here's where we're looking. Here's what we need to find. So let's disembark from my Chocobo and investigate this mound. And there will be enemies to fight in this particular area when we try and find what we require. So be on guard for these guys. And this skeleton soldier seems to be dead. It is now gone. And of course, if we want to be wary, we're also going to have to possibly deal with the Voldoriga. I believe that's how it's pronounced. Let's inspect this mound. So now over here too. Jump up here, inspect this mound. And it looks like there's someone now down here with us. Yeah, and now someone else is too. So let's beat up this skeleton soldier. Make an example out of him. Lay him to waste. And soon it will be dead. Alright, you're gone. Alright, another mound over here for us to inspect. Let's give it a look. Alright, 2 more to find. One over here. And this one's kind of buried between 2 rocks. And 1 more. I believe I saw text for the 6th somewhere. Where could you be? It's always the 6th one. It's always the last one. It makes you think, oh, where could we possibly find the thing we require? And it was only a matter of time before this happened. It really was only a matter of time. Considering where we were and considering how feral these enemies were going to be. Yeah, Terror Eye will basically freeze you and you won't be able to do anything. Until you, of course, get out of its way. Right, okay, that one's dead. And away we go again. Stay clear of the Terror Eye. And back at it. Let's go ahead and finish you off so I can continue with my responsibilities here. And you're dead. Okay, here's Snowman number 6. I thought I saw text somewhere. Need to approach it from the other side, maybe? Yeah. There we go. Snowmound. And one more stupid skeleton to fight off. And then we can turn over the beads to Julianne. And too bad it's not Juliet, else we could have found Romeo for her. Okay, so one more hit should do it. There we go. We're done here. Let's be back out of this place. Let's find the little ramp to escape the crevasse and make our way back out. Not gonna deal with you, but I guess you're not gonna deal with me either, so I guess it works out. Alright, having escaped the crevasse, back to the west. Back to the west and back into the castle. Incoming, you freak of nature. I'm gonna try and avoid this crevasse. And that's still part of the witch drop crevasse, so guess it makes sense to do what we need to do. And we're gonna speak with Julianne once again. Alright, I believe I have it on good account to take the last optional quest before we continue on with the main story again. Like, Julianne. Adventurer, did you find what my heart seeks? Yes, I have. Here you go. There they are. How strange to see them again after all that has passed. Thank you for finding so many. I thought mayhap that there would be one missing. But Tignon has it, I believe, and so this rosary binds us together. Was he an unbeliever? His faith was not the conflagration that other men set to the house of their hearts. Yet I do not know, and I never shall. I sought to mislay all memory of him, but he was my great friend as well as my betrothed. A lady of Ishtar does not deny a friend, even if the ways of the world would have us deny our own fathers and husbands, and so I shall never forget Matignon. Yeah, well, we just so happened to find him, and he appeared to be alive and well in the crevasse. I guess he just wants to break free of the situation and move on with his life. So, we got to take this level 38 head armor. Don't mind if I do. So, with that, let's go ahead and equip this. And then, once again, convert what we just threw away into materia. And so that is done. So, with that, looks like one more quest is available as far as optionals are concerned. So, since I have an opportunity, we might as well go ahead and take care of it right now. Yeah, so much to do, still little time. So, from the looks of it, person we speak to may be up over here on higher ground. Yeah, I saw the exclamation mark. Yeah, we saw Edwin's exclamation mark a couple of days ago, but we haven't yet to speak to him, but we will now. Taking his level 30 challenge entitled, Where's My Juice? When a merchant is wroth, there is usually coin to be made in solving a problem, and Edwin is looking very wroth indeed. Hey you, no time for nasties, I'm waiting on Ceruleum. That Uldan cut purse, what calls himself a trader, is late with his shipment. Ceruleum burns like an alewife in winter, and there's no going without it to make the fire stand for the balliste. Curse that Saint Goat, what does he think we're fighting here? Ladybugs! You look like you'd enjoy a spot of heat. Find out where my Ceruleum order is, go to Saint Goat, and you know, lean on him a little. Question him like. I tell you those Uldans keen on being paid, not keen on doing their work. Can't trust him, especially that lot on the Sapphire Avenue exchange. Well, that we're going to do. So, let's go ahead and teleport now at the cost of 500 gil to Ulda. Yes, it is getting expensive to travel because we are now getting far away from Eorzea. Of course, the teleport option allows us the opportunity to return to Eorzea at any given time. And this actually works out in my favor because there is an opportunity to gain further experience in Ul'dah with this quest that we're doing, because there's no point in just going, leaving, and then coming back. Because there's going to be a level 38 dungeon that we can take while we're here. So I'm going to go over to, I believe the Goldsmith's Guild will bring us the closest over to where we need to be, because there is not an aetheryte crystal specifically within the Ul'dah market. Which I think is very strange, because considering that Ul'dah prides itself on its trade, you would think that they would actually have an aetheryte crystal within the market itself, and yet for some reason they do not. So, let's go ahead and put a bit of spring in my step. I'm going to make our way eastward, and it turns out I did go the wrong way as far as going where I needed to, but yeah, we can make a beeline directly for the market. And question Sindgot with much doubt, because it looks like he's going to need some in order to get his case in order. Now, where's my juice, he says. Well, we will soon be getting ourselves an answer. So, here's Sindgot. Welcome, welcome. What matter discerning? Oh, not here to buy? Then I must suggest you browse quietly. I'm quite busy. Well, unfortunately, I'm gonna have to doubt you, good sir, and what exactly it is you're doing around here. So point your finger at him. From Edwin and Cathis! Oh dear, my friend, may I call you that? Oh well then, Edie, there's a problem with the Sulim, and if you think Edwin is vexed, you have no idea how difficult this is for me. Well, maybe you can explain yourself a little later? Well, we will see what else we can do, because I believe if you speak with Sebold... Yes, okay. We will, since we're in Ul'dah anyway, we might as well take on the challenges that both Sindgot and Sebold have, since they're both level 38. And Sebold here actually has a dungeon that we can go to, so we can go there next time. So with that, I'd like to thank everyone for watching the continuation of Let's Play Final Fantasy XIV, A Realm Reborn. And when I join you again, we will take on Sindgot and Sebold's level 38 challenges and see what we can gain from them. So until next time everyone, this is Matthew at Navora Autism, saying take care, and I'll see you soon.